Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in different kinds of relationships. We are doing a small series talking about the story of Nala and Damayanti from the Mahabharata and trying to understand the importance of always choosing each other in a relationship and also to hold on to our strength in the face of hardships. Now the hunter is forcing himself onto Damayanti. Here Damayanti has an option. If she feels that okay, Nala has left me, this person has saved me, and I don't know what to do anymore, and might as well go along with it. She could have agreed. I'm not saying she should, so it's completely up to her. But in her mind, she is Nala's wife. She is choosing him all the time. So she chooses to be Nala's wife. Why she chooses to be Nala's wife? Because she has experienced the life as Nala's wife and how wonderful he is as a person and as a husband, as a father, as a king. And she chooses to be his wife and does not uh, and chooses not to let go of that identity. And uh, she, using her voice, her the power of her virtue, she summons the power through her virtue, saying, if I had been virtuous, if I had done my duty properly, just like what Krishna says, do your duty, I will give you the results. Don't worry about the results. It does not mean that we should not have ambition, or does not mean that we should not have a destination in mind, or an outcome in mind. It just means that yes, we need to do our duty, and do not decide what the outcome should be. We buy a lot. If someone buys a lottery ticket and they do not win, they should not be they should not be angry, because there's a lot of there is one in a million chance. In the same way, when we are trying for something, yes, sometimes things go our way, sometimes things don't go our way, but we continue put in our efforts without losing the sense of self. Yes, our hard work might not be seen now. Okay, one particular manager does not notice our hard work, that then we go to a different manager. Yes, they recognize us. So there's always something more something that we can do, and the result should not we should not decide the result. We can expect the result, we should not decide the result. So she Damayanti, she summons the power of her virtue, and she says, if I have been virtuous, if I have been true to my dharma, this particular person, this guy who is forcing himself onto me, he will die right now. This is the same power of virtue that Mata Sita, has used to protect the tail of Hanuman. This is the same power of virtue that Draupadi uses when Jayadratha forces himself onto her. So over here, Damayanti summons her power, and she ensures that she gets out of the situation. So this is the first time in her downward spiral, after the downward spiral, that she has fought for herself. She did not just give in. So from now on, we see the uh, the strength of Damayanti. Yes, as a partner, as a wife, she has provided a lot of strength to Nala. But from now on, she is strong by herself. And a lot of times when we are in a helpless situations or difficult situations, we don't see a way out, we let narcissists and manipulators use us however they want, until there comes a certain threshold that we start realizing, no, this is not right. They don't get to order me around, they don't get to manipulate me, they don't get to use me. I need to fight. So this is the threshold that a lot of times when we are in such situations, we let things slide, we let things a lot of things slide until the threshold is reached. And that is the threshold that the hunter has reached, and she starts fighting. And from now she has to gather courage, and she has to fight. For everyone who has been through a narcissistic relationship, we start fighting only when the threshold is reached. And each one of us have our own thresholds, because the conditioning that we undergo under the narcissistic system, not just this one person, under the whole system, the family system, each of us have different thresholds through different various types of conditioning. And until we reach the threshold, we do not fight against it. And this is what we can kind of understand when Damayanti gathers her strength to fight against the hunter. If you like my content, please hit the like button and share your experiences in the comment section below. And please share my videos with people you feel would benefit from my content. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Until we meet again.